How's it going, everybody? My name is InsaneCast Tyhart, and today we're going to be going over the brand new update that recently struck Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, the Ill-Gotten Gains DLC, or should I say the Ill-Gotten Lames DLC, because Rockstar, let's think about this. Rockstar usually never gives us a DLC. Maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 per year at most. And this DLC was an interesting DLC because it added a lot of things that most people can't normally buy, with ludicrous prices and things that many people wouldn't be able to get. So let's hop right into it and let's talk about some of the new things that they added. So one of the new things that was added into the Ill-Gotten Gains DLC is the Pegassi Osiris. Now this car is very beastly. It can go very fast. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it is, if not one of the fastest cars in the game, but it's a whopping $1,950,000. So if you want to drop almost $3 million on this car by buying the car and upgrading it all the way, go right ahead. I bought this car. I highly recommend you buy it if you have the money. And to top it all off, this car has the gull-wing doors. Now, if you don't know what the gull-wing doors are, it basically makes it so that the doors open up from the bottom to the top instead of opening from side to side. And I think it's a very nice feature. The car is beastly, it's very fast, it looks very sleek, but $2 million, it hurts the pocketbooks, believe me. And for the next car, we have the Benefactor Sterling GT. Now this car is also a gull-wing door car, and it's more of a classic car. It's more of something that your granddad might want to, drive around as his whip just on a good old Sunday drive. Now this car is decently fast, but not immensely fast. There's really nothing all that special about this car, other than it looks kind of cool. I personally don't like it all that much. It has gull-wing car doors, and it's really not even that fast to begin with. Now, some of the stats for when it starts off is the engine is a 31 V8, so it's a V8 engine. Its power is 310 horsepower. Its top speed is 175 miles per hour, and it's from 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. Those stats aren't all that great to top it all off with a price of $975,000. So almost $1 million you're dropping on this car just to buy it. And you're going to be spending about, I don't know, maybe $2 million to $1.5 million just by upgrading this car on top of the price of the car itself. Next, we have the Albany Virgo. Now this car, it's really not even that great to begin with. It's unbelievably slow, but it is a quite nice looking car. It sort of, in real life, is a bit of a caddy. It's a Cadillac, it's like a 69 Caddy, it's got the front of one. I don't really know what it is. It's a muscle car, but it's so slow. It's so unbelievably slow. And I wouldn't buy this car for $200K. I wouldn't buy it for a milk jug. I mean, it's so bad, slow. I like fast cars. I like going fast, but you can't really do that in this car. It looks nice. In my opinion, it looks nice, but I wouldn't invest my money on buying it. Next up, we have the Enos Windsor. Now, this car is actually a pretty fun car to drive because it has so many paint job customizations for it. And the reason I say this is because it comes in very many different types of styles. It comes in the Cessna Nova Monogram, the Cessna Nova Multicolor, the Cessna Nova Geometric, the Yeti Mall Ninja, the Ursurus Wings Monogram, the Perseus Green Wings Monogram, Santo Capra Cheetah, and the Santo Capra Python. Now this car does not really go all that fast to begin with. It's more of a coupe than a car than itself, because it's so slow, but it has some very fun customizations in colors that you can pop on it. And overall, it's a fun car to drive, but it's very slow, like the Albany Virgo. And to top it all off, it's $845,000, which is quite a good bit of money. That's more money than a Zentorno costs. So you could buy a Zentorno for the equivalent of, not the equivalent, but the Enos Windsor is even more than the Zentorno. that does it pretty much for our exclusive stock on the Legendary Motorsport, the new cars that were added. So now let's kick into some of the new aircraft on Atlas Travel. Now, they added some new golden aircraft such as the Luxor Deluxe and Swift Deluxe. Now, basically, these really are not all that special, and they, you can drink champagne, and you can smoke a cigarette while you're sitting in the back of it, and you can have one of your buddies flying you around as you fly in luxury, basically, as you're in a solid gold jet. But I'd like you guys to think about this for a second. The Luxor Deluxe is $10 million. $10 million. Let's just think about that for a second. 10,000,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that you're going to be spending on a jet. And it's the same speed as the other jet. There's nothing special about it other than you can drink champagne and smoke a cigarette, and you can sit in the back of it, and it's golden. Pretty much it. And then there's the Swift Deluxe. The Swift Deluxe, you can basically do the same exact thing. It's pure gold. You can smoke cigarettes in the back. You can put on a TV, I think, and watch some TV. I think you can do that in the Luxor Deluxe as well, but I'm not sure. And the Swift Deluxe is no faster than the regular Swift as well, which kind of stinks. And then it's a whopping $5,150,000, which is a ton of money. So if you want to spend $15 million on these two planes combined, and you have that kind of money, go right ahead. I suggest you don't, because there's really nothing even that special about them, and it's just one assassin to the pocketbooks. That's all I have to say. Next, we have some of the new clothing items. The new clothing items are pretty cool. I must admit, they added trench coats, they added Gucci clothing, and overall, I do like the new outfits that you can wear, because I always like walking downtown, spitting some raps and shooting some people with a fancy clothing on. You can never go downtown and be respected without wearing some amazing clothes, am I right? So I'm just gonna sit back, relax, I'm gonna let you guys look through some of these clothing for a second, and you can pause the video if anything looks interesting to you, and maybe if you haven't played the new update yet, you can try it out for yourself. But here's some of the new clothing items. Now, if you make your way over to your friendly neighborhood ammunition, you will notice that there are two new guns, which are the Pistol .50 and the Combat PDW. Now, let's look at the Combat PDW, shall we? The Combat PDW really isn't all that great of a gun. It does look very nice. I personally don't like it all that much, but I think it sounds very nice. It's a very nice sounding gun. And let's look at the new Pistol .50. So this is a new powerful pistol. It's sort of like a Deagle-ish, which is a very powerful pistol, if you guys don't know what a Deagle is. And I think it looks pretty cool, and it's a very powerful gun. And I like both of these new guns, but I feel, you know, you gotta be happy if they're adding a new gun, because, you know, new guns are always cool to have. Just walking downtown with some new fancy new gun, and somebody says, "Whoa, what the heck is that guy holding?" Oh, that's a Combat PDW. That's pretty cool. Now, as well as these new guns that were added, they added new gun skins. Now, these gun skins, in my opinion, look amazing. Basically, what these gun skins are is there maybe some wood or some fancy kind of pattern on the gun, and I think it just looks completely gorgeous on every single one of the guns that you can put it on. Now, the thing is that with these guns, the skins are very expensive, and if you want to put a skin on there's around 10 skins that you can put on 10 guns, and it costs you around $40,000 to $50,000 $1,000 per skin per gun. So in the end, it could cost you around 500k on skins, but honestly, I think it's worth it because I think these skins look absolutely amazing on these guns. And now I'd just like to put a little recap after all of the new things that we added, that Rockstar, I should say, added during the Ill-Gotten Lames DLC. And I say that's Ill-Gotten Lames because they honestly didn't add all that much, and what they did add was kind of cool, but it wasn't immensely cool, and the things that they did add are immensely expensive, more like. $15 million for solid gold aircrafts, and I've done the math actually, and it would take around $30 million to get everything in this DLC. If you added everything up, it would roughly take around $30 million. Now let's just think about that number for a second, 30 million. If I go into my menu real quick, and I go to store, and then I go to my shark cards, you can see that I can buy a Megalodon shark card, which gives me $8 million for $100. So, it would roughly be about 3.5 times to get about $30 million. So you could roughly spend $350 on shark cards if you wanted to buy everything in this DLC. You know how much stuff you can get for $350 in real life dollars?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, and I just feel like it's not even worth buying most of the stuff in this DLC. But tell me what you guys think about this DLC in the below. If you thought it was ill-gotten gains, please tell me. If you think it was ill-gotten lames, please tell me. I want to know what you guys liked and disliked about it. I want you guys to tell your friends, your family members, whatever you want about it. And I hope you guys all enjoyed again this video of the Ill-Gotten Gains review, Part 1, and sooner or later during this summer, I'm very excited for it, is that there's an Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2. I'm interested to see what's going to come, but I'm not as excited as I was knowing that this DLC was so crappy. Nevertheless, guys, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I will talk to you guys all again next time. Bye-bye.
Outlaws, we untouchable.
Get live.